So in this question, we've been told that the cubic equation px cubed minus qx squared minus 36x plus 18 equals 0. And we've been given two roots of this equation. We've been told that f of minus 3 equals 0, which means that when we put in x equal to minus 3, the output is 0, or in other words, that's a solution for this cubic equation. That's one of the roots. And then we've been also told that f of a half equals 0. So when we sub in x equals a half, we also get an output of 0, meaning that x equals a half is another root or another solution of this equation. So we're going to sub them in one at a time. So taking the first and subbing in x equals minus 3, we have p times minus 3 cubed minus q times minus 3 squared minus 36 times minus 3 plus 18 equals 0. So minus 3 cubed is minus 27 times p is minus 27p. Minus 3 squared is plus 9 times minus q is minus 9q. Minus 36 by minus 3 is plus 108, and then plus the 18 equals 0. Keeping the letter terms on the left, so minus 27p minus 9q, and moving the number terms to the right, so 108 plus 18 is 126. Subtracting 126 from both sides, we get equals minus 126. And I'm just going to call this equation 1. We're now going to sub in a half into the same equation, so we have p on a half cubed minus q on a half squared minus 36 by a half plus 18 equals 0. A half cubed is an eighth, so we have an eighth p minus a half squared is a quarter, so we have a quarter q. Minus 36 times a half is minus 18, and then plus 18 equals 0. We can see that minus 18 plus 18 will be 0, so we have an eighth p minus a quarter q equals 0. And just to get rid of the fractions in this equation, I'm going to multiply across by 8 to give me an equation of p minus a quarter times 8 is 2, q equals 0. And I'm going to label this equation 2. So to solve for p and q, I have two equations with two unknowns, so I'm going to do a simultaneous equation. I'm going to take equation 1, so minus 27p minus 9q equals minus 126. And then I'm going to multiply equation 2 by 27 to give me 27p minus 2q times 27 is minus 54q, and then 0 by 27 is still 0. I'm going to draw a line underneath and sum the lines. So minus 27p plus 27p is 0. Minus 9q minus 54q is minus 63q. And minus 126 plus 0 is minus 126. Dividing both sides by minus 63, I get that q is equal to 2. I'm going to sub this value of q back into either equation, so I'm going to sub it into my rearranged equation 2, which is p minus 2q equals 0. We know that q is 2, so p minus 2 by 2 is equal to 0. P minus 4 equals 0, so p is equal to 4. So the question asked me to solve for p and q, and we found out that p has a value of 4 and q has a value of 2.